Monday the 9th of October, and we're ready to start another week on the Bricklink store and Brick Owl and eBay as well, of course. But we'll have a quick look at what we've got in this weekend. In a little bit of a rush, a little bit behind this morning. So we've got 12 orders on Bricklink, and that ended up in 232 lots for 4,837 items. So going to be a little bit of a dip in the inventory today. Couple of nice orders in there came in late last night, one for £106 there, and then one from a regular of £56 something. And on Brick Owl, a much quieter weekend, only 4 orders on Brick Owl, and actually no orders at all on eBay, which is a little bit of a surprise given how we had been doing. As always, I've picked the majority of the orders, not quite all of them yet, so we'll have a really quick look at what we've got going out. Little parts order there, a little superhero Mighty Micro figure going out. This one was an interesting one in that they have picked up the instruction book for the set I parted out last week for the Chinese New Year one, along with the stickers for that set and a few other parts that came from the set as well, so I can only assume that they are rebuilding that. Small order going out there. We've got a second order in like 2 weeks where the entire order is pretty much all bright pink. So as I said before, really intrigued to know what they're building with that. More parts going out, some minifig parts, all general kind of parts orders. Nothing super exciting to mention. Then this was the biggest order of the morning. This was the one that was 60 something lots, £106. Took a little while to pick because pretty much every lot needed to be counted, and there were some large counts, 1 or 2 discrepancies that needed to be resolved. We've got 1 order still to pick, which is going to have to go later, but they did say no rush. That was Dan, the regular contributor and commenter on almost all of my videos. A great guy, and we've got a common interest or shared interest in a lot of the music we listen to, etc. So always good to see his comments. This big order, by the way, was from another watcher of the channel who did leave a comment to say that they love the video, so really appreciate that as well. And then we've got 3 more small orders over here. Now I've got a problem with this one. This one was actually meant to be going to Italy, and they've ordered some of these spider webs, except they're not these ones, they're the ones with the clips on, and I think I've mislisted those, so I need to resolve that. So that won't ship this morning. I'll need to go back to them. So as always, Mondays we'll get this packed off to the post office. Dan's will probably go later today, and we'll get on with listing some more stuff when we get back from all of that hard work we did last week of building up our categories. So with the day's orders all complete, we're going to focus our attention on getting some things uploaded to the store, and I'm going to get started with these 2x plates. We're going to get them sorted into the various sizes first. Got some more cups here ready for any more sizes that come along, and we'll get them sorted into size, and then we'll break down into colour from there. Not sure whether I've got any more bags of these behind me, so I'll need to check through those as well when I get to the end of this. Don't want to end up double handling these if at all possible, so we'll see what we get when we've got these sorted and ready for upload. Tuesday morning, and we've got orders already picked and ready to pack, and so I just wanted to show you guys what we've got going on today. A few parts going out across these two orders, some Technic parts, some pins here, and some wedge belt wheels. This is the order that I didn't manage to get out yesterday. This customer had said there was no rush on the order, and I did contact her and say that it would go out today, and I know that he was absolutely fine with that. So that was a really nice order. And what's always good about this customer's orders is he buys in bulk, and he tends to buy colours that are not the most popular colour in the world. And he also was keen to pick this up for his collection of various colours of Lego. So that was the sand purple that we found in the bin last week. We've got a nice little order going out here for various kind of, I don't know, animal parts, I guess. Do we call those? These sort of dragon heads and jaws. We've got a few Friends figures going out. We've got a little horse going out as well. Then we've got another decent order going out here. This is about £30 worth. Again, what looks like things for rock work and groundwork to me, but you know, you never know what people are building. And this order just came in this morning. Was only came in about 20-25 minutes ago, so that'll be turned around very quickly. And then we got one order on eBay for a Tonwi minifigure going out for £9.95. So I'm going to get those packed up. Now, I was contacted last night by someone on eBay who said they had a bunch of figures for sale, and they're going to be sending them across to me, and hopefully we'll get them in later in the week, and we'll have a look at them when they get here. So I finished adding the 2x plates there to the brick store file that I'm working on at the moment, and ended up with about £50 worth, not an enormous amount. And I'm just working through a few other things, a few other little pots that I've got sat around and working through them before I move on to the next category. And some of the things that I've come across are these, and if we just have a look, what these are basically not a catchy name, a cylinder 3x6 by 2 2/3 horizontal, and then there are two variants, as you can see here. Now I think I can demonstrate it better with the examples I've got. The key difference is in the end on the inside here, and if you notice, the one on the right here, if I can show it very well with the focus, has got circular rings around the studs, and the other has got a square kind of pattern around the studs. Now, other than that, these don't really look any different. So I'm not sure what impact those things have. There is also a difference on the way they look underneath. So the one with the square pattern has these kind of straight pins there, and this one has a different pattern altogether. Now, what is more interesting about these from a seller's perspective is the price difference, because these ones with the square configuration around the pins here are worth about £4, well, anywhere between £3 and £5. These ones are worth about 25p. So there's a huge discrepancy in the different types. So I'm looking at the square one now. If we look at the light bluish grey ones, you can see that a used one recently sold for £5.77. And there are others selling for £4, £4.60. The average price is £4.31, and there are some in there from anywhere between £3 to nearly £6, and they're selling through fairly regularly given the quantity that's available. So that's not particularly off-putting. Now, with these light bluish grey ones, I've got two of them, which I'm going to add to the store. I've also got a dark bluish grey one. Now, let's just have a look at the dark bluish grey, because I don't think that's worth as much. Now, you can see the dark bluish grey one is only worth about 70p. The colour is, has again a significant impact on the price. And if we look at the sets that came in, the light bluish grey one only came in one set. I wonder what the price of the white one is, because the white one only came in one set as well, as did blue and dark tan. So we might have a look at those other prices in a second. If we have a look at this set, this was a Ninjago rebooted set 70724. That part came in the light bluish grey. If we have a look just to check prices on white, yeah, next to nothing. Dark tan. So for some reason, the one that's used in the Ninjago build is worth a lot more. Now, I wonder if that's because it's used in some of the mock or something like that. I can't believe that many people are buying the Ninjago set to rebuild and buying this one. But you never do know. But I just wanted to show you this to highlight how you can get, again, significant price differences between seemingly the same part, and how careful you want to be when checking your mold variations, because I would have maybe just listed these as the same item and not really looked inside there or looked at this part underneath to look at from the top. You know, they just look pretty much identical. This one's got solid studs, this one hasn't, so maybe that's the best giveaway at a quick glance. But just thought I'd share that. Next category for me is going to be the 1x plates that we've got here. Again, just another tub full. Again, we'll check whether we've got any bags behind us, and we'll look at getting these listed. And this is all about just getting basic parts into the store, because the basic parts sell through so regularly. People are picking them up with other orders, etc. It's very easy to run out of them, particularly in certain colors. So it's really a case of just trying to keep the inventory stocked. This is not really about increasing lot count particularly. It's more about keeping the inventory up. Another batch of items have just been uploaded to the Brick Arena store, and there were 1,964 items in 286 lots, just over £100 worth. And as I said earlier, this consisted of all of the 2x and 1x plates that I've gone through, plus a couple of odds and sods that were just getting in my way on my desk and just needed to be put away. Now that ended up giving me another 174 items or lots rather, and has taken me up to 13,497 lots, and I'm still struggling to break that 13,500 lots. I've not I don't think I've ever hit that, so this is the highest lot count I've ever had here. And we'll continue pushing forwards. We've got more to add, be tomorrow now, but probably tomorrow we're going to work through the 1x bricks. We've got a bag here, we've got more in the tubs as well. down here and in the containers on the desk over there. As you can see, the desk, as always, is a horror show. I'm really struggle to keep things neat and tidy, to be quite honest, and it's something I really need to get a grip on, because it is a little bit frustrating to constantly see little pots of this and that, you know, laid around. Now, I probably showed you a little while ago that I started to put things into these little drawers here, just to help sort of, you know, get those pots off the desk. And the idea here is I'm going to stick some little plates on here and then put the part on the front of the drawer. I'm not going to mess about with labels. I think I'm going to do it this way. We might change our mind yet, but we'll see. I might even simply stick the part straight to the front of the drawer without a plate on. So I'm probably going to play with that a little bit tomorrow and see how that goes. I don't know how it's going to look. I don't know how it's going to work. I think I've pretty much just got one type of part in each of the drawers, and the idea being, once one of these containers is full, then I'll list them and get those added as well. So just a thought. I thought it would be easier to identify, easier than labeling these up. I did think about using the ones from Brick Architect, but although they look okay, I don't know, I think it'll be better with the part stuck to the front. So we'll see how we get on tomorrow, and I'll update you on that. Wednesday morning, and we've got our orders picked and ready to go, with the exception of one, that is, that I'm going to have to send a little later. And some of these are things that I've uploaded recently. This was an odd little part that I'd not seen before, and I found this in the used hub last week, and that's going out. Rest are just, you know, regular kind of parts orders. We've got some pearl light grey stuff going out, a couple of minifig accessories, a new Friends figure, some more little bits and pieces. As you can see, not huge amounts. This one is the one that I'm going to have to send later. 73 lots that I've not got time to pick before I go to the depot. And then we've got an order here for lots and lots of sand green going out. And then I saw these, showed them, I think, in the vlog last week. These were the dice parts, not worth an awful lot, about 20 pence a piece, and these are going off to France. All 13 of them that I picked out of the tub last week, all going off in one lot. And when I priced them, you know, this is one of the things about pricing, is when you've got a lot of them, you can look at it two ways. You can say, well, I've got a lot, so I need to reduce the price because I've got a lot of them to move. But sometimes people, you know, with things like this, might be looking for a lot of them. So if someone, for instance, was going to build a Rubik's Cube, like I talked about last week, they need a lot of them to build that cube. So if you've got a lot on available, and I don't think anyone else had more than these, then you can hike the price, because they're probably going to want to buy from someone with the larger quantity to save on the shipping. They don't want to buy two here, two there, and have to pay multiple shipping amounts. So something to think about when you are pricing your items for sale. So anyway, going to get these packed and ready to go. We'll do this one when we get back from the depot, probably, or if I do have time after I've packed these, I'll get it picked separately, and then we can get on uploading some more stuff to the store. Well, I got that last order finished and picked and ready to post. Just need to package it up, and I'll get this in the post box later today. Now, before I get to adding more items to the store, I talked in a previous post, I think yesterday, about doing something with these organisers here, whereby I've got items in here and the idea is to fill one up and then add them to the store with the intention of getting my desk a little bit, or my table a little bit clearer. Now, what I thought about doing was putting something on the front of these rather than labelling to stick the part to it. And to do that, I had bought some of these double-sided sticky pads, and I thought I'll either stick the pad on the front here and then stick the item straight to the pad, or I would use a little plate to stick on just in case I changed what was in the drawer, and then I could just stick these items to the plate. But I just had a little brainwave related to something I've had laying around for ages and have never used, and that is this stuff. Now this, I'm not sure it's made anymore, but this was made by a company called Zuru, and it's called Maker, and it's toy block tape. And the idea is that this is a 2 meter reel, and I've got a few of these, but I've got a 2 meter reel of black tape that has studs on it, so that it acts, you know, just like Lego. You know, you can stick your Lego to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this opened, and I am then going to see if I can just stick some of the tape to the front of these and then stick the parts to it. So I'll go and give it a go, and I'll report back the findings on what I think it's working like. So I've finished labelling these drawers, and I've got to say I am really pleased with the result. I've just put a 2x2 bit of tape on each of these and stuck the parts to them. I did start off putting a longer strip of tape, but to be honest, it just kind of got in the way, and it was better with just this 2x2 bit, and you can see the result, even with some of the larger parts, is good. We've got an example here where I've got 2 parts added to the tape. One of the funniest ones was this one, where I've just got lots of these old style flowers which don't fit on a stud, so I've had to grab one of these leaves to put on. And then a few other things that got a little more challenging, of course, were these kind of things, but just a case of putting a little clip on with them on the tape, just to hold them in place. And then I have got one more to do, I've just realised, which will just be another case of getting another clip. And it was really quick and easy to do all of this. Now the tape, hardest part was getting into the box, to be honest with you. That it was a little tricky. Once you get into the tape, it's just a double-sided bit of tape there, so you can easily peel that back. It's got marks on the tape to you know, just cut however many studs, or however big a piece you want, and then simply just adhesive on the back sticks to the container here, and you're good to go. So I don't know what you guys think, but I'm super pleased with that. I have seen other people do this in some instances, and I think it's good for builders as well. For those of you who are not sellers and just builders, it's a good, I think, a good organisational technique. Now, I must stress that this is not my solution for picking parts for orders. What this is just a place, a storage place I can store parts before they're ready to be counted and added to inventory. That's all it's for. So it's, as I will part out, I'll part a large tub out, break it into categories, and that category might be plates, and then I'll break the plates down into their actual types, which is what I've done here. And then as you'll find here, you might get a bunch of plates and you just think, you know, it's not worth my time to go through, count all of the colours, list them all. So the intention here, and these are getting fairly full, but the intention is simply to fill these up with clips, etc. And once I've got a full container, then I'll add them to the store, and then at that point they'll go into numbered drawers by part type and by colour when they're ready to be sold. So yeah, good half hour's work. Wasn't even half an hour, to be honest. It was really super quick to do. I've still got more to do as I add more parts. So all of these drawers here are empty. And of course, if I want to add more, I do need to do something about this long-standing pile of backlog stuff. But I do have another area that I have these a stack of these as well, which would work as another kind of pre-assembly. Now I could do it with minifigures, but I don't think the containers are big enough for minifigures, so I won't be doing that, I don't think. Although you can buy these in different sizes. I don't actually have any at the moment, but you can buy them in different sizes, and then you could use that to build a station with bigger drawers, more akin to kind of this size of drawer. And then you could use the same method, you know, put a sticker on, or a piece of this tape to stick leg assemblies, torsos and things like that. So anyway, gonna get to add in some stuff to the store shortly. I'll probably just go through the pots on my desk and see if I can add to these in the meantime, but really happy with the result of this. It's Thursday and we've got today's orders picked and ready to pack. Let's have a very quick look at them. All very modest orders, so not a lot to comment on. We've got a single transparent sword going out there, some of these black blades going out. We've got a mortar and a Mickey Mouse going out on eBay, which was £24, and also this Cosmic Cardboard Adventure set going out also for £20, and then some minifigure parts here. So not an enormous amount, but all welcome nonetheless. Now yesterday, as you know, I was sorting out all of these containers at the back, putting the parts on them, and that's kind of inspired me a little bit, you know, because the intent was to have a look at getting all of the pots off my desk and put away into these kind of drawers, and you know, just stop having such a mess. And I was meant to be uploading some things, but we've ended up having something of a cleanup in the room here. So the desk is looking really nice and clear again now. Everything in its place. We do have one little tub of mostly sort of part built sets that need to go somewhere. Everything else has been allocated to its appropriate tub at the back of all of the categories that we've got on the go, whether that be wheels, containers, doors, panels, etc., modified bricks, minifig parts, 2x plates, 1x plates, 1x bricks, 2x bricks, slopes, Technic, and in there we've got tiles. And that also led on to me tidying my desk, which always sort of drives me mad a little bit. So the desk is looking much clearer now as well, and it just feels so much nicer to work in when you're doing this. Now I have been listing some things as I've come across them, just to clear the decks as well, and I do need to list this, which I haven't done yet, but I did check it out, and this sticker sheet is for one of the Speed Champion sets, as I suspected. and there are a couple of new ones for sale at the moment at nearly £20 each. Now, this hasn't been used, but it's a little bit crumpled because it came out of a bulk bin. So I'm thinking I'll list it as used, even though you can argue, I don't know, technically, is it new? Probably not really, because it's a little bit, not crumpled, but you know, there's some creasing in it. So I'm just trying to decide what sort of price to put that on at, being a used one. Once I figure that out, I'll get that for sale and we'll see if we can move it. Now, obviously the next thing for me is to get those orders packed away, and then I can get back to working on some of the bags and tubs that I do have behind me, which will remain there. I mean, there's just nothing else I can really do with those. Those are my overflow, you know, my categories that are ready to be sorted into the store. But just seeing this nice and tidy now really, you know, makes me happy, to be honest. Hopefully I can keep it this way for a little while. So a few days ago, I was contacted by someone on eBay who said they were a watcher of the channel. They've bought from me in the past, and they said that they had some minifigures that they didn't need any longer. That I think that they said that they had bought various sets for mocks, etc., and never used the figures, and thought that they might be useful for me to sell on my eBay store, or Bricklink, of course. Now, he indicated that there were about 300 minifigures, and he, you know, didn't have a price in mind. Just said, have a look at them and see what you think. Now, I asked for some pictures, and he said he was willing to just send the figures to me, and me just come up with a price and send it back to him, which was unbelievably trusting of the guy. Now, obviously, he watches my channel, watches YouTube, sees me on social media, etc., and I guess takes me for being an honest guy, like hopefully I am. And he said he was willing to ship them, which he did. He sent me his proof of postage, etc., and he'd sent this package tracked. And I must admit, I was shocked when I saw the tracking note stating that it was over 4 kilograms. And, you know, it wasn't, and still aren't quite sure what to expect. So I have the package in front of me. I've broken the seals on it. I haven't looked inside yet. And I thought, let's have a look together and see what we've got in here. And I'm pretty sure that he's going to be looking at this as well. So inside, there's a little envelope here, which I'll just take out the way, and I'll read that separately. And wow, we've got a bunch of boxes and bags and various bits and pieces in here. And interestingly, there's a largest box here that says free gift. So I'm quite intrigued to see what is in there. So let me pull that out first. You'll have to bear with me a little bit because of trying to film this and having this on sort of one hand, etc. So this is taped up, so I have to see what I can do. Wow, so this is his free gift to me, which is incredibly cool of him. And he sent lots of treasure chests, various Minecraft animals, motorbikes. There's a shark in there, some other bits and pieces. Some I can see some foxes there, mostly Minecraft stuff. Some plate in there. There's a couple of crocodiles, there's some goats, there's some built what looks like Star Wars things, etc. So all of this he's sent as a free gift, which is just absolutely incredible. I mean, you know, not only has the guy paid a significant cost for the shipping of this to get here, all of this is without me paying him a penny. I've not either paid him a penny, I've not agreed a price on anything that's coming. I don't even know what's coming. So incredibly generous guy, and you know, just unbelievable, to be quite honest. So let's have a look at what else we've got going on in here. We've got a bag here that looks like it's poly bags, which are great. I mean, poly bags are always useful. So it's got a bunch of stuff in here, all kinds of stuff. Star Wars, and yeah, more Star Wars, some Ninjago, a little bit of Creator, some of the magazine packets, etc. And we've got a little Batman poly bag there as well. So very nice, very interesting. And what else have we got in here? That's good of him. He's marked up what set the figures from, so that I'll be able to check that. We've got a load of Minecraft sort of accessories in there, and then we've got a bag here. Let's just move these to one side. I'm going to try and open this with one hand, which is not going to be at all easy. And we'll see what we've got in here. As you can see, lots of minifigs. 71038, and these have packets in. So these look like collectible minifigs. Disney minifigs by the look of it. So lots and lots to go through there. And remember, I've got to come up with a price for all of this. So fantastic stuff there. And then let's see what else we've got. We've got more stuff here. We've got another bag, which looks more like superhero kind of stuff. If I can get the bag open, just bear with me. I don't know whether I'm opening it or closing it at the moment, but again, looks like more sort of collectible figures. I hate these bags, but hopefully you can get a feel for what's in there. So again, all numbered up, lots of nice looking things in there, some duplicates you can see there. Yeah, really nice. And then we've got more in here, Batman and Robin parts. Not sure what that is exactly. We've got what looks like another Minecraft thing. We've got some more things here, all kinds of things in this bag here as well. Everything from droids, Minecraft, lots of Minecraft actually in there, some Toy Story, a little bit of Star Wars by the look of it. So really good stuff. It's going to take a bit of going through all of this, of course. We've got someone on the loose here, so we'll figure out what that is. And then I just need to get into this box. Let me try and grab some scissors and see if that is going to help me. I'm really not doing a very good job one-handed here, which is why I don't do much wandering around with the camera. Let me just try and get it another way. I'm just going to put the camera to one side a second. And then what we've got in here is a bunch more. I mean, look at this. Bunch more minifigs, animals, all sorts of stuff going on in here. Again, more Minecraft, some Star Wars stuff. And you know, he'd said to me that, you know, essentially he was a collector, building MOCs, etc., and didn't really use the minifigs. So I've got my work cut out here, going through all of this and trying to come up with a price for it all. It's going to take a little bit of working out, but I'm sure you can agree that's one hell of a load of minifigures, and I'm really pleased that he got in touch, and really pleased with his, you know, generosity in the free gift, etc. And so I need to get to work now and figure out exactly what I'm going to offer him for this little lot. So if you're watching, thanks very much for getting in touch. Thanks for the great haul, and hopefully we can work something out. Friday morning, and just 4 orders ready to go out today, but there's something unusual about 2 of them in a way, in that I've had 2 consecutive orders very late last night for these parts. Now this is for this 1x4, I don't know if you can see this, it's a 1x4 sloped brick, and I've seen them commonly used in minifigure stands. I think it was Brick Vault who originally designed a stand that was kind of finished with these, so it had a really nice kind of rounded feel to each of the levels of the stand. Now they're not typically cheap parts. I think these were at a good price, which was about 33p, something like that. And I've had these for years probably, and I sell the odd one here and there, maybe half a dozen, maybe 10 here and there. But there's something weird that I've had 2 consecutive orders, one for 100 and one for 90 of these particular bricks. So whether there's some new mock out there that's using these, whether there's been a discussion about minifigure stands or something, it's just a massive coincidence that 2 significant orders for these within the space of I think probably about 30 minutes. Now the other 2 orders are modest orders. One's a bunch of minifig parts, and the other just random bits and pieces. So that's it for the morning. We'll get those packed away and off in the post very shortly. Now onto the package that I received yesterday. I did spend some time starting to go through them, so I've gone through this lot here, and there's all kinds of stuff basically. There's a bunch of poly bags, which I think I showed you yesterday, and then each of these bags relate to 2 of the collectible minifig series. One is the Disney 100 collectible series, and the other is the Marvel Series 2 figures. Then when we get into this box, we've got all kinds of random stuff. A massive proportion of it is Minecraft, There's a sprinkling of Star Wars things in there as well, a little bit of Harry Potter and various bits and bobs in there, including some parts from the Up House, or the figures from the Up House. So at the moment, just, you know, making note of what we've got in here so that I can make some kind of offer. Now, I've still got a bag to go through, and looking at the bag, it looks very much like pretty much more of the same. There's a little bit of Star Wars stuff in here, I can see. There is some Disney stuff as well, but a lot of it again is Minecraft. A little bit of Indiana Jones in there, a little bit from the Disney train, etc. So pretty much more of the same. Now I'm going to get those looked at in more detail and figure out an offer and get back to the guy with that. Got to go and pick up some new glasses this morning, but when I get back, I'll get this finished off, and then we'll start getting back to the used parts and getting those uploaded from some of these bags and categories that we've still got sitting around here. So as always plenty to do, just onwards and upwards. We just keep going, keep adding to the store, and hopefully keep driving sales. I've just uploaded another small file from Brickstore, and only 180 items for 99 lots. But what's nice about this on a personal level is that this has increased my lot count over 13,500 now, which was a little bit of a personal target to get over that, and it's been a long time coming, to be honest, but that's the highest number of lots I've ever had available in the store. Inventory count 728316, and that little upload added 62 lots to the store, so I'm really pleased with that. Also, I went back to the guy that sent me all of the figures, the polybags, etc. Having sat and literally went through, rather than just taking a stab at a number, I wanted to go through in detail, see what the figures were, and make an offer that was hopefully reasonable to both of us. I definitely think the guy involved was definitely trying to do me a favour and to help grow the store, and hopefully he's okay with the offer I've sent him. Well, I know he's okay in that he's accepted it, and I hope that was a justified amount for him. The reality of it was there was an awful lot of Minecraft. There was a lot of duplicate figures. With the Minecraft, you've got to be a bit careful because they can be quite low value. And the other thing I had to keep in mind was how many of some of the figures I already had in my store, in my backlog, etc. But no doubt about it, there were some good figures in here, and some ones that that I didn't have in terms of the collectible series as well. And again, I want to thank him for the freebie that he sent me again, which was really generous of him. So now the task begins to get this lot uploaded to the store, and I need to decide what I'm going to put where. So some will go Bricklink, some will go eBay, and that's what I'm going to have to figure out next. Where there's quantity, then they'll probably be split across both, to be honest. And In terms of the poly bags, I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to put them just yet. I'll probably get them listed on Bricklink to start with, but we'll see. Lots of work here to get this all added to the store, but well worthwhile, and something that I've been lacking a little bit in the store is minifigures, so they're very welcome from that perspective as well.